Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zakk.
Shane.
We are back with Gravityfalls. Do you remember what happened last time? I'm sure you do because you probably edited it.
Yeah, last time was a road trip one. And basically, Stan wanted to get back all the people who have wronged him. But I imagine he probably must have wronged them first, knowing Stan.
It's a good possibility.
Excuse me. And it was also about Dipper.
Might be a long-standing tradition before he got there.
Yeah, it was also about Dipper being able to communicate with the opposite sex confidently, but also responsibly. And we also had a man-eating spider woman.
Yeah.
Who it was giving some kind of social commentary on, I think, promiscuous men. I didn't completely agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
But,
you know, it's all a matter of perspective. It's, and for instance, the creator's perspective.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't say one way or the other that the world... You're going to change an entire stereotype of men by social movement. It's really not going to help anything. I think it'll just make it worse. But it takes all kinds to make the world go around. So
yeah, that being said, I actually loved the episode quite a bit.
Well, I don't like forceful.
I didn't feel like it was forceful.
He wasn't being forceful. He was being led on, but at the same time, he was trying these pickup lines and shit.
Yeah.
He's like the guy at the bar that's, you know, hanging over beautiful women and shit, or wherever, I guess.
If he's being sleazy, or, you know, even then, like with how she worded it, unless someone was forcing themselves on someone, that's when I would have agreed with her and said, okay, now I'm using you for your body.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, when there is a mutual, consensual sexual exchange, I mean, you're both using each other.
Yeah.
If it's not a meaningful relationship. It's not a meaningful relationship.
Yeah, no, it's not. And I understand it's a thing. And it's fine. But it's just the forceful ones that fucking ruin it for everybody.
I feel like its target audience wouldn't exactly feel the way I feel. I mean, I was kind of reading in between the lines and zooming in.
No, and I think a lot of people just, it gets glossed over. I mean, many of them probably wouldn't delve into it to the depths that we... Because we're breaking it down.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was weird not to have Ford in it, but, you know, that's okay. He stayed back.
You're about to see a lot of Ford, so it's okay.
Okay. Also, we are ending Gravity Falls soon, and guys, just let us know what you think in terms of this particular time slot. Mondays is a good replacement for this particular audience. That being said, Gravity Falls isn't over. We do have some special things planned to continue it, because we still have the Gravity Falls shorts.
We have the shorts, which will be nice to have as an end cap, because...
Yeah.
You know, now Shane can point out the little details and things.
Yeah.
And, you know, pick up the pieces, so to speak.
And there are a couple of things that we want to do with the universe and the characters and breaking them down. So it won't be, the finale won't be the last Gravity Falls thing we do on the channel.
It won't be, but nothing good lasts forever.
No.
So please let us know if there's anything you want us to fill this slot with, whether it's fucking DuckTales or what have you. We're open to suggestions.
Ninja Turtles, baby!
But it doesn't mean we're going to take them.
So let's jump in.
Morning, Dipper! Guess who?
Lord!
Oh, what joy!
We're exactly 1 week away from our 13th birthday!
Oh, damn.
PG-13 movies? Here I come!
One more year until high school. High school, Dipper! Where girls become women and they teach us stuff about... You know what?
Trigonometry?
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's not the... In 1 week, my senior citizen ponytail kit is coming in the mail. I'm kind of going through some things.
In 1 week, my grandma is finally letting me eat crackers on my bed. The future is coming for us all.
What?
The future.
Do my kids do that? It drives me nuts. To get crumbs everywhere.
No.
You could rent out the Gravity Falls High School gym and have your party there.
To the high school!
Dipper, my face is on fire!
Great Uncle Ford, are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. I just said that to make sure you'd come in here quickly.
But your face is on fire.
Yes, it's much faster than shaving. Now,
Whoa.
it's cracking. This is what Bill has been waiting for. If it breaks, it would cause reality as we know it to completely unravel.
What do we do?
We patch the rift. I'll explain on the way.
What about Mable?
It's okay, Dipper. You should totally go with Grunkle Ford to save the world or whatever.
High school is the worst. Classes get super hard, your body just flat out turns against you, and worst of all, everybody hates you.
Can't do it!
Get to another year! My hormones are like a sweaty cage!
Why aren't they thinking about...
I'd give anything to be 12 again. Anyway, what are you guys doing here?
Oh, just looking for a place to have my 13th birthday party.
Wendy Borderoy? I mean Corduroy?
That's her last name, Corduroy? Dan Corduroy?
Yep.
Okay.
In order to seal the rift for good, it's going to take an adhesive stronger than anything on Earth. Something extraterrestrial in origin.
Well, what do you mean?
Look at the peculiar shape made by those cliffs. Does it remind you of anything?
What the shit?
Shut up.
Extraterrestrial object crash-landed here millions of years ago. Did this craft cause the town's strange properties? Or did the town's strange properties attract the craft?
If it was millions years ago, there's probably no town.
Where did the saucer...
This magnet gun could rip the fillings out of a man's mouth from 100 feet. I used to raid this thing for parts.
Remember Magneto did that? Fillings?
All fillings. Which
It was Days of Future Past, Magneto.
Oh, okay. I've only seen that once.
I wish my mind could be where yours is right now, Dipper. When confirmation of extraterrestrials still had that punch.
I know he's a big fan of X-Files and all the other stuff.
McGucket and I used to come down here all the time to raid their tech and study their language.
I hated X-Files. When I was younger.
Hell yeah. Dude, I don't like that shit.
Oh, yeah. I'll admit it's good,
Yeah, but I don't
but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Just one dollop of this adhesive should be enough to seal a crack in space-time. Also, if it touches you, it will seal up all the orifices in your face, so try to avoid that. Now, use your magnet gun and follow me.
Straight off the board!
Aw, dude, that's cool as hell.
Little help?
Boom! Me and Dipper's 13th birthday jam.
I'm not gonna be here.
What?
Marius is flying me out to Austria to hang out at his castle or whatever that week. He's so clingy!
Wow, what?
But at least you can come, right, Candy?
Sorry, Mable. My parents sent me to music camp this time of year. There is no escape from music camp.
So neither of you are gonna be at my birthday party? And you won't be able to wish me goodbye
Not earlier.
at the end of the summer?
Summer happens so fast. Ah, Marius! Now's not the time!
I think I need a radio for emotional backup.
This place would have been heavily guarded, but now everything's defunct.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead, flip anything.
It reminds me of Man of Steel's, like the architecture within the ships.
Clara, did you eat my farm?
I'm getting too old to investigate Gravityfalls on my own. I need to train an apprentice to help me fight monsters, solve mysteries, and protect this town. And I think I'd like to keep it in the family.
What are you saying?
I've read your additions to my journal, and I'm impressed with your potential. What would you say to staying in Gravity Falls after the summer ends and becoming my apprentice?
There's also Mable. She'll be all alone in California.
Mabel will be fine on her own.
We've never really been apart before.
I hate this.
Isn't it suffocating? Can you honestly tell me you never felt like you were meant for something more?
It's kind of how he was with Stan.
Yep.
You found the adhesive!
I did?
Otherwise.
You just touch it? Are you not supposed to touch it?
Yeah, he did.
Uncle Ford, you said everything down here is dead, right? What do we do?
This is a lot like Man of Steel. When those things fly in and stuff.
Security droids, and they detect adrenaline. You simply have to not feel any fear, and they won't see you. What? It's okay. I've done it before.
For a T-Rex.
Take a deep breath.
Ian, freeze!
Stay back! It's too dangerous! Sealing the rift is what's important now. Take this! You're gonna have to do it without me! Use the adhesive!
It could have been a lot worse.
Save the universe, Dipper!
Where's that thing
Yeah.
taking you?
It's an automated prison droid!
Breath of the Wild.
I'm not coming back!
Damn.
Like a small bit when Clark is on the rocket. just turned into fucking Independence Day, like in terms of.
I gotta get out of here before. You think you can scare me? Do your worst. Nothing in this universe is gonna take away my uncle. So go ahead. Give me what you got.
The orb didn't detect any chemical signs of fear. It assumed the threat was neutralized and then self-disassembled.
At least whatever happens after this summer, you'll still have your brother along with you through thick and thin. Not everyone can say that, you know?
Stay here with me, Dipper. Become my apprentice. Don't let anyone hold you.
Become my apprentice.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I just had the best day of my life. UFOs are real and there's
Got that lighting.
Tell me it's not true, Dipper. Tell me you were joking. Where's Apprentice? Seriously?
This is a huge opportunity for me.
Well, it's a horrible opportunity for me. I had the worst day of my life.
Things change. Summer ends. Mable, wait! I didn't mean it like that! Mable, come back!
Only party chocolate can cheer me up now. Wrong backpack.
No.
I just wish someone...
Remember what in there?
Yeah, I know.
That might be possible. Mable, it's me.
What? Who said that?
I can help. I just need you to get a little gizmo for me from your uncle. Something small. He won't even know it's missing.
Huh. Maybe Dipper has something like that in his nerd bag.
Come on, I've got the glue. Hand me the rift and let's make history.
What?
How would you think that's the fucking globe? Come on.
Just hand it over and I'll do my thing. Unless you're ready to leave Gravity Falls.
Just a little more summer.
Oh man.
Oops!
What? Oh no! Wait!
The gate between worlds has opened! The event 1 billion years prophesied has come to pass! The day has come! The world is finally mine!
I guess Top Hat's pre-existed human existence.
What is that?
We're too late. It's the end of the world.
That was his reaction. My rewatch. What'd you think?
Just a lot of things, man. So weird Mageddon.
Yeah.
Weird Mageddon.
Weird Mageddon.
It has officially started. Mabel was tricked. Bill Cipher's using her, her emotions and her desire to, obviously very human, very real, being opposed to change and not just sad, like leaving your friends behind. Yeah.
Yes. What I really want to know is who made all the little origami donkeys for the pinata?
Sis.
There's a lot of fucking origami, man. A lot. I mean, I've tried making it a few times, and I'm terrible at it. I'm sure I could get better if I wanted to, but I don't. The patience required.
When I was in high school, I bought the actual origami things, which are pretty similar to our mailbag Amazon you got a gift message papers, except they're very thin. I was able to make a seal, and I kind of perfected that. I never did a crane or anything like that. My sister used to do it all the time. She used to make them.
Well, the dude in fucking Blade Runner does it.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, I did the seal, never did the crane. So Michael Scofield from Prison Break does it, but you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a great show.
Carrying shit in your pockets. How do you feel about carrying shit in your pockets?
I do it a lot, and I hate it all the time.
Well, I carry my cigarettes.
Yeah.
Which is a breast pocket. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean,
but I hate, like, if I have a pair of gloves in my work coat,
yeah,
I hate it. I cannot stand it. I'll put my fucking... I hate carrying shit in my pants pockets.
Yeah.
Let alone my coat pockets.
Yeah, I always have stuff in my pockets. It's always uncomfortable.
Like, I put my phone in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Because I broke the holder, the clasp that goes on my belt.
Yeah.
But I mean, I won't notice it very much. But other than that, if it's in my front pocket, my wallet I might let go, but keys and shit.
Keys annoy me, and my wallet annoys me when I sit on it. I got used to it as I got older.
Well, I bought a slimmer wallet and started using my front pocket.
Yeah.
It's bad for your posture to wear them in your back pocket.
Yeah.
I grew up doing that.
Yeah, me too.
And that's how my dad did it. You know,
yep, and
old
they got
generations.
my dad does. He's got a
Which
bad
is
back.
fucking crazy because my dad's got a wallet that's that fucking thick.
When I've seen my dad when we're driving, it looks like he's not on it, and it kind of slides up towards his back.
Yeah, like it's coming out of his pocket.
Yeah.
That's how it was with my dad. It's fucking crazy. How does that stay in there? I bought a slimmer wallet, so I carried my front pocket.
Yeah, it's probably
feels a lot better.
Yeah, I do it all the time, but I hate it. It's one of those things that I do and I hate. So.
No, that's sensible. High school experience.
For me, probably a lot better than most people. I mean, I had good times and bad times. Angsty teen years. That was mostly when I was like probably 12 to 14, 15. And then, I was kind of striving a lot of it. But then, I think junior, senior year, I was... The striving was over, baby. I had a good time, man, because I had some of the best friends ever. And I still have a lot of those friends. And, so we were, we lived in a small town. And we were all pretty close. And
Probably a little different dynamic compared to a lot of people who live in bigger cities.
Yeah.
Because you might be from a neck of the woods that's the same distance that we have from... I don't know, let's say Marietta to Belpre.
Yeah.
But you're all going to the same fucking school.
Yeah.
And it'd be fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And my experience was okay. I don't have any complaints.
Yeah, you guys had a small school. You guys were all close too.
Yeah,
much.
and I didn't really give a shit, and it just kind of just rolled by. I wouldn't go back to it. A lot of people would reminisce and look back on those years and go back. I mean, there's a few things I'd do differently, but overall I wouldn't. It's like if I had a choice, I wouldn't go back to do it differently. But well, I should have done it differently. But I'm not going to go back and do it.
Well, you don't know what you're going to change.
You don't know. You're just going to fuck things up,
For me, a lot of the stuff that I matured and got old as I got older, that I became really interested in. I'm like, wow, I wish I would have taken history more seriously, psychology more seriously. I took psych in high school. And woodworking. I always wanted to do woodworking and stuff like that. I never took it.
Well, it's funny because your dad does a lot of woodworking.
He does. He's a hobby of his. And I always watch YouTube videos on it. I think I could do it, but I'm always busy.
Well, it takes a lot of time to get good at shit like that. So.
Yeah, I'm always busy. It's one of those things I told you about, along with video games. I want to when I get some time.
You'd be like Daniel Day-Lewis. That's what he does in his spare time. Carpentry work.
Well, it's one of the ones I would like to learn.
Harrison Ford, to say broke into acting. He's a carpenter.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
George just couldn't get rid of him.
The shot of Ford and Dipper on the hill.
Yeah.
When Ford's got his foot up on the rock and he's explaining to Dipper about all the anomalies of Gravityfalls.
Yeah.
Before he reveals the space shuttle.
Yeah.
Now, that was a really cool shot. I've always really admired the art style of this show.
Yes.
Especially the backgrounds, things, the trees, the hills, the mountains, etc. So, something I wanted to point out.
Yeah, well, you mentioned like the shot and the cinematography. I could tell like the production value, like they kind of like more budget-wise went into this episode and probably the next couple.
Yeah.
They're probably that's typical in a
Up in
show.
the game.
That's typical in a show. You make sure you save a good amount of your budget for the end. Mm-hmm. And when they were flying and everything, and it had those really quick shots when he goes underneath the waterfall.
Definitely a lot of CG, which there's a lot of CG throughout the series anyway. But it stands out in this episode for some reason. X-Files.
Yeah, you and I mentioned during the reaction that and Dark Skies, like they scared the hell out of me. Like that shit scares the hell out of me. Aliens scared the hell out of me. The thought
was there an episode of X-Files that stood out to you the most?
There was that or Dark Skies.
I asked you if there's an episode of X-Files.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I said it's either that or Dark Skies. I walked in at my babysitter's house. There was an alien shooting a fucking spiky ass tongue down someone's throat. And they were going. I remember like seeing it. I went in the backyard and vomited. That's how much it scared. I had panic attacks basically.
It just seems like it's from something else.
It was one of those two shows, and he watched them both. He loved them.
I feel like it's from Species or something.
It was like...
But I know I've seen that scene. I don't know what it's from, but I don't think I've seen Dark Skies. So,
it's an alien show that was acclaimed, just like... Not as acclaimed. I think it only ran for a couple seasons.
Yeah.
And X-Files ran for multiple when they did a reboot.
Multiple is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
That show's been on forever.
Yeah.
And a recent season in the past few years.
I feel like I like it now. Because there's been a couple of shows I've watched. There's one with the actor who plays Sawyer from Lost. the chick from Prison Break, they play a married couple who they are living 6 months after aliens have came. They basically set up like encampments and stuff like that, and they have work camps and stuff like that, and like the government is like working with their leadership and not telling us anything, and that's all you know. And they're just trying to find answers, and their son happened to be on the other side of like the wall, the boundary that you're not allowed to go through. So he's trying to smuggle his kid. It's really good, and one of those shows, when it was getting even better, they canceled it because not enough people watched it because they want to watch reality shows. I'm not talking about Cops. Cops are great, but I'm talking about other shows.
Fucking reality shows, man.
Yeah.
Cops was the OG.
Yeah, there's Cops and Duck Dynasty, and there's a few other things I really like, but like most of the shit that's like on E, it's not very good.
All right, well, you got Grinda and Marius being clingy.
You know, I think it's great just to do that for Grinda's character, because we know how she is and how she's been, and now it's just kind of a twist on her relationship with him. It's just funny.
It was.
Yeah. I'm just sad for Mable. I mean, because this show, it's coming towards the end, and we're feeling that, and the characters are feeling that. I'm really feeling it for Mable.
Yeah, I was in with the separation.
Yeah, and it's a sad thing. Like I remember towards the end of 8th grade at St. Mary's, which it was a really big deal for me because I was with those kids since kindergarten. And I remember thinking, man, I'm going to go to high school, and some of those kids are going to go to the Parkersburg Catholic, and they're like my family, and at the time it was like my whole world. And I had some Marietta friends, but not a lot at the time.
I guess, on some level, I never really had to deal with that because most of the kids that went to my school, we all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of different grade schools all went to the same high school in my district.
Yeah.
There were a few kids, mainly a couple girls that left our class and one of them moved away and went somewhere else, and then one of them moved to like Beverly. So she went to the Beverly grade school for like 6th grade.
And then you probably saw her at Fort Fry.
And then, reunited at Fort Fry. So, I guess there's part of me that kind of like, now I'm looking back, I'm wondering, like, well, maybe I did miss her. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess I didn't really think about it in the years past up to now. So maybe I'm just,
Yeah. I mean, and for Mable, her support system, like her closest with her brother, right now he's kind of being a prisoner of the moment with Ford, I think.
Well, all this anticipation he's had for the author.
Yeah.
It's all building up.
And it's also like kind of reflective of how Ford feels about his life and his relationship with Stan.
Mm-hmm.
And his desire to break free. Also, that guilt trip, I think, that Stan put him through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
you did catch something in this episode that Ford touched the glue.
Yeah.
And he said, don't touch it. You can see all the orifices in your face. Don't do it.
The only thing I can think of is he wasn't touching the sticky part.
His hand was all over that fucking thing. If he showed him holding it right after you said it,
yeah,
he's holding it down to his side, that 6-fingered hand was all over that shit. 5 fingers.
Maybe he had 4.
5 fingers were on it.
Yeah.
And then the thumb was on the back. Because he has 6 fingers.
Yeah.
So, we had the adrenaline thing with the security orbs.
Yeah.
The T-Rex, Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah, and, the adrenaline... It's obviously there's more than fear that goes into that thing, but if you just said it's fear, then I think they kind of reiterated fear being more important component of the adrenaline factor, then sensing fear, and adrenaline was just a part of it.
I do think their return at the end of it, the orb, when it's all smoky and everything, and it shows up at the crash site, that was more of a storytelling device than it was anything.
Oh, to see Dipper overcoming, you mean?
Yeah, to see him showing that, I'm not afraid anymore, etc. Shows he can prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really make sense in the complete, why would it follow them?
It senses where the other one is, I guess, and it's...
Well, if the other one was flying off another fucking out in outer space, it wouldn't be programmed to go after it, would it?
Maybe
And he disarmed it, so I guess that's why it was all smoking and shitty.
It was like a hive mind, and it knew that one went down, so it was going to that location.
Most people probably wouldn't ask, so...
There's that as well.
The peace sign way that Stan does to Mabel.
Yeah.
With a can. Remind my grandpa.
Yeah, I thought that too. Your grandpa always used to do that.
Yep, he'd wave like you go.
Yeah.
Wave to you.
Maybe during the war you had to do that. When you joked
don't fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
I guess.
It just, I feel for Mable, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like, I know a little bit about this show that he wanted to do a little bit more, but at the time the show wasn't like a critical darling in terms of how many kids were watching. And at the time, it's grown to be this cult classic and well-loved, legendary show. But Disney at the time, they're like, you're doing 2 and that's it. But he was able to tell the story he wanted to tell. But I know Alex Hirsch, he said he has like a universe of ideas he wants to do. He said he'd rather do like a video game.
Evidently Top Hats pre-existed. Human
Well, I think maybe
reality.
during Victorian age, he just decided that, I think he views humanity somehow. He's able to play our games.
Well, I guess, but when you see episodes to come and how things appear,
Was he
and
there
other characters that are introduced. Well, yeah, because you remember Bill's image in the hieroglyphs.
Yeah, but there's
Shit earlier on.
Oh, you're right.
He's not the fucking hat. He's
Well,
still a pyramid.
Does he? It depends how his perception of time. Maybe he's.
Well, yeah. I mean, he could become, say, omniscient or omnidimensional.
Yeah.
Where he exists in a place where time doesn't affect him and he can kind of see all things, and that's how he knows all that shit that he knows.
Yeah.
Like when he first meets Dipper or first meets, what's his name? Little old me.
Gideon.
Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon. Yeah.
When he first meets him and the shit shines through his eye.
Mhm.
It's like, lots of things.
Yeah.
It scrolls through it. And you're right. But that being said,
yeah,
it's just kind of goofy. That,
a little bit, but
it's been prophesied for billions of years. So he has some concept of time because he understands it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's wearing a top hat and he looks like a fucking pyramid. It looks like someone took a dollar bill cipher,
Yeah.
and took like a bunch of goddamn Freemasonry
and just
yeah, with conspiracy theories and like made a character out of him, which is cool because I really like Bill, but
he's cool. Yeah. A lot of the iconography when they're in the spaceship and the idea of, I'm trying to think when this came out.
Mm-hmm.
Man of Steel came out, what, 2010 or 11 maybe?
Something like that.
Or 9?
I don't remember.
And that there was a spaceship here for millions of years that crashed. And it kind of looked similar, like the iconography on the inside, like the architecture. And then also like the security sentinel droids that come.
Yeah.
Just reminded me of that, and I love that movie.
I can see that.
It was just a great action-packed episode. It was emotional. And when Dipper walked in, I saw that lighting, that glow of like that evening magic hour glow. I was like, something's
gonna happen.
Epic conversation is going to happen, and it did.
Well, then you catch when he accepts Ford's proposal that the light was flashing on the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I did catch that.
So,
yeah, and the fact that it was zoomed on to.
Yeah, it zoomed onto it afterward. But,
yeah. Yeah, so it's a good one. I'm sad it's going to be over. But
well, don't be. It ends well. I'm happy that it ends well. I'm excited for you to see the end.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people lament the end of things, but sometimes
when they end well,
when the end's beautiful,
that's all you can ask for.
You can reminisce
because they're going to end anyways.
Yeah, you can reminisce.
Yeah, guys, that's it. Loved it, and we'll see you next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction. If you like us, you want to support us, you can just like this video, subscribe to our channel, go back and check out all our other things as well. And make sure you stick around after the finale because we got more Gravity Falls stuff coming. So stay tuned. And yeah, that's pretty much it.